Intel has a very couple of cool booths here at the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. One of them is the Intel Visual Adrenaline Lounge. And we happen to be broadcasting right alongside their lounge this week at the Game Developers Conference. Lots of high-end machines, a very cool 3D demo going on, caffeinated beverages, everything a gamer would want is here in the Intel Lounge. And we're delighted that you've tuned into tomorrow. Reminder that all of our interviews from GDC are also available on video podcast for this week's radio show. So we invite you to swing by the website at graveline.com or intotomorrow.com and check out the video interviews as well at your leisure. Also a reminder that even though we're on the road this week and next, we'll be in Las Vegas next week for CTIA Wireless, some of the latest in all the mobile goodies. We invite you to call in and participate on the show. You won't hear your calls on the air this week or next, but in 3 weeks from today, when we're back at our Miami studios, we'll be airing your questions, comments, concerns as they relate to consumer electronics, and invite you to pick up the phone and join us toll-free from anywhere in North America, 1-800-899-INTU, 800-899-4686. We do want to hear from you, and of course you win some fabulous prizes for participating. DreamWorks Animation and Intel, they're forging an alliance to advance 3D entertainment, and not just 3D, but stereoscopic 3D entertainment. This is a fun thing to talk about. You're going to see the brand new Monsters vs. Aliens movie this weekend. Certainly most of our audience will. Well, our next guest is working with DreamWorks to advance that stereoscopic 3D cinema. The latest creation, of course, Monsters vs. Aliens, is out right now as you hear this broadcast. He's the Intel Software and Services Group Marketing Manager. Naik. Welcome into tomorrow. How are you?
Good morning, Dave. Thanks for having me on this morning.
It's a pleasure to have you with us. It may be afternoon even when people are hearing this. One never knows.
Absolutely.
All around the country. The point being is that we had an opportunity to see a world premiere sort of thing last night here in San Francisco before the movie opened for the rest of our audience, and had a great time. I mean, this was a fun flick and certainly highly recommended. And the fact that it's 3D and we're able to wear the Stylin, as I'm showing you on the video archive, the Stylin 3D glasses now. And these are Stylin.
Absolutely.
Tell me about your involvement with DreamWorks and how that all is working out.
So we've been working with DreamWorks for the last year or so, and I think it's such an exciting period in the animation space. The growth of animation over the years, starting off many years ago with animation on paper and vellum. That's how it started, with sound entering into the space, then color in animated movies. After that, there was, of course, the digital animation space, which took place in the revolution in the late 80s and the early 90s, and this is the next inflection point in animation history. Stereoscopic 3D and the ability to see a movie in 3D, visualize the depth and the forward vision of it. I think it's an exciting period, and I think it's as big, I would say, almost as color coming to the movie industry.
I think that's a good analogy, Hitz, because people tend to think of that as being such a dramatic improvement in the whole movie viewing experience, that this stereoscopic 3D, I think, is doing just that. You tend to think in terms of 3D, well, how much stuff can they kind of throw at you, and it's a matter of making you jump back. Well, there's more to it than that. You talked about depth. You talked about the whole realism aspect. And even though this is, of course, an animated feature, it is very real. It is very cool. And everything from the obvious shadowing and things of that nature, the fluid motion, it's just amazing. But it's very cool to watch it in 3D. Now, some folks around the country may not be getting it in 3D in their theater. It's still a great movie. Enjoy it. But if you can, take advantage of that. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I would say, if there's isn't a local theater where you are which doesn't have 3D, I mean, encourage your movie theater to upgrade to 3D capability. I think this is the future in animation, and even live-action movies, which are coming out in the next year or so within the 3D space. It's bringing another sense. I think we just need smell-o-vision, the next thing, but is the last sense which is left over. But being able to view in 3D and visualize it, I think it's exciting for your consumers.
And of course, tell me more specifically about Intel's InTru 3D. How does that play a role in what we're talking about here?
So Intel InTru 3D is a mark that you'll see starting off with Monsters vs. Aliens and many movies over a period of time. Actually, DreamWorks plan to make all of their animated movies in 3D from now onwards. And it's a mark which promises you a state-of-the-art immersive experience in viewing a 3D animated movie. I mean, to quote Jeffrey Katzenberg, InTru 3D will create an immersive experience, not just an observational experience, which is what animation has been to date. But it's something that we've worked on with DreamWorks, and this space really lends to the strengths of Intel and how it brings, takes us to the next level of entertainment.
And it's good that not only have they made that commitment at DreamWorks to make sure that all of their animated features will be 3D, and hopefully other non-animated features, other movie studios will say, well, let's start doing more of this. It is certainly the wave of the future, but it's here now, and we can enjoy this. The S3D or stereoscopic 3D makes a huge difference in the movie-going experience.
Exactly. I mean, the 3D space breaks down into a number of areas. There's, live-action movies, which are also going into the 3D space. All animated movies from all of the studios will be produced in 3D. In fact, many of the animated classics, like Toy Story, will be re-released in a 3D animated format as well. And then there's live content like concerts and sports events, which are also going in 3D. So it's an exciting space all around within entertainment for 3D.
Well, Hitz, I think it's very cool that you folks at Intel are working with companies like DreamWorks and others to keep making this happen so us consumers can truly enjoy it. So thanks for what you guys are doing as well to keep the excitement level going.
Absolutely, and I think it's great to be here, and I think I'd recommend to everyone to go and watch an Intel-powered InTru 3D movie anytime. And if there's any additional information they'd like to get, www.intru3d.com is the place to be.
Okay, INTRU 3D, intru3d.com for more. We're back with more from San Francisco in the Game Developers Conference. I'm Dave Graveline on the Advanced Media Network.